Fall is right around the corner, and Linda G. Levy, Fragrance Queen and President of the Fragrance Foundation, is joining us to talk about the latest trends and how the Fragrance Foundation is raising awareness of the wide diversity and talent of designers and perfumers. Good morning, Linda. How are you doing?
Good morning, Brad. I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me into Phoenix today.
Oh, I'll tell you, love having you here. Last time you were here, you introduced some amazing fragrances to us. So let's talk about what the Fragrance Foundation is really quick.
The Fragrance Foundation is a not-for-profit organization. We're all about education, fabulous fragrance world, and we stand for diversity, and hashtag Fragrance Forward TFF is our #1 priority to bring diversity into the fragrance industry.
I like that. Okay, we got to talk fashion, because even though you might go out and buy that beautiful gown or those shoes and you think you look amazing, it's how you smell that really brings out your fashion. Am I right?
Brad, this is why I love talking to you as often as possible. We consider fragrance to be the invisible accessory, and no fashion outfit is complete without it.
So, okay, so how do we, of course, enhance our individual fashion style with fragrance?
Well, depending on the occasion, depending on the weather, it's always good to have a collection and pick something that will best represent you. We have a bunch of new ones to share with you today. So every year there's a lot of newness, but there are some classics. And we're going to start with the first one, which was a winner at the Fragrance Foundation Awards, which is like the Oscars in the fragrance industry. How about that?
I like that. Okay, where do we start?
Let's start with the Gucci fragrance. This is a magnificent bottle. I know you have it right there. And the easiest way to understand fragrance, if it hasn't been a big focus before, or you're buying for someone, is to understand that we have classifications. Gucci is definitely a floral. It has lily of the valley, white peony, and I would say of the fragrances that we're going to talk about, it is more of a fragrance for those who identify in a feminine way. So the floral is fabulous, and it'll get you right from the end of summer into the fall.
I like that. It does feel very fresh and very clean kind of. I like that. All right, let's talk about scents that profiles are big this year.
Well, I have to tell you, another one that you're really going to love is, and a very big trend for men's fragrances particularly, are woodsy fragrances. So if you can grab that absolutely adorable bottle, the MCM, and take a spray on. It's fabulous looking package-wise, but I do have to tell you, the fragrance is very woodsy. It has some ginger, violet leaf, and clear wood, done by a great perfumer, Clement Gavary. So this is brand new. You can't go wrong with it. What do you think, Brad?
Oh my goodness, this I like. I feel like this could work when I'm out camping, and I smell good out there.
Camping or home or in a restaurant, you will be the favorite scent in the room.
I love it. All right, what's the next one we have?
Well, very important at the Fragrance Foundation that we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, which is September 15 to October 15, and we celebrate the Hispanic community all year round. But this next one up is from Narciso Rodriguez. He's a fabulous designer. He has a new fragrance, a new bottle. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's called All of Me, which has a floral scent to it as well as the first one. It has magnolia, which I know you love smelling. If you can take a whiff, rose and musk and sandalwood, brand new, and every woman's going to want to wear this.
Ooh, that is nice. It's not overpowering. That's what I like.
I'm glad you feel that way. Perhaps the woman you'll be having dinner with tonight or seeing on the weekend will be wearing it.
Maybe. What's our next one we have, our last one?
Okay, so some of the fragrances I told you are very specific to women or men, as in the onyx. This we consider universal. Regardless of your gender identity, the Sisley fragrance, L'Eau Rêvée, which is a dream, if you take a quick spray of this one, it's a bit woody. It has some bitter orange and some vetiver at the bottom. But this one I would consider the right type of scent for anyone. What do you think, Brad?
I feel that is almost like an evening one, like a nice suit on and you're going out to a great dinner. It's not, again, I love that none of these are overpowering. They're very nice and clean smells. And that's one thing at the foundation that you always look for, don't you?
Yes, it is. So, Brad, you now have a collection, not just one signature fragrance, but depending on your mood or what you're wearing or the occasion, you have different fragrances to wear.
Yeah. Lynn, let me ask you, what do you recommend when people are going to the Christmas part? Well, I mean, I know we're getting into Christmas already. I don't believe I'm saying that, but do you recommend these kind of course scents, or do you think that we should change them up to more of a fallish or like a autumn kind of smell?
Well, season does play a role in the decision, but I think it's more about how you want to feel that way. I would say more intense fragrances are very often something you want to do when you're very fancy schmancy or going to a holiday party. But when we get towards holiday, and I hope I'll be back in Arizona, there are some very typical fragrances, more intense. Intense, though, is a theme for fragrances ever since the pandemic. So I would not say that any of the ones we spoke about were particularly seasonal, but a lot of them, other than the onyx, might feel more daytime-ish.
I like that. Perfect. So that's why I love having you here, Linda. Helps us get ready. Where can we find more information about, of course, the Fragrance Foundation and the different fragrances that we've smelled?
Well, I'd encourage everyone to visit fragrance.org on the website, or if you are into social media, at Fragrance Foundation every day during the week, 5 days a week, we're sharing something that's new in fragrance or classic.
So I love it. Linda, thanks for joining us this morning.
Brad, it's a pleasure.